No one's telling you can't eat the dick. If you pull hard enough, what's stopping you? Let's see if Shepard's dance moves evolve every single time that someone nearly dies on the Citadel. Worship my feet, and we might get somewhere. Tentacles get dandruff, Earth got venereal disease, and now it's green. I love that they're forming an orderly conga line to fuck me in the ass. Can Edie piss?
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
We'll be okay. We'll survive. No one's seeing my dick. Except me. I stare at it every day. I slump it on my fucking desk every time before stream. It inspires me. It inspires me to keep going. If I get on the front page, I'm buying myself enhancement.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Foyer.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
The Commandos!
Claire?
How do you sound so much worse than your mom?
I'm sorry.
She's so deliciously sultry.
Foyer!
Oh, you idiot! Oh, you're kinda cool though. I like it. Magical
The
T-pose.
Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
I wish I could magically T-pose. Why do I get all the shit abilities?
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Why did you get all dressed up in your slutty little Halloween costume catsuit? Just to hang out with your daughters. Pay your child support. Was that strictly necessary, Samara? Because no one's complaining. I can work with it. I'm into it. But I don't think your kids are.
Extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies.
Rumors?
Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
And this is why you all die. It's like a Mormon sex addict camp. Everyone's got their chastity
You
belts
need a
on.
crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was
Hello?
beautiful before the Reapers came.
Did you see what she was able to do with her magic little fingertips? You know what you know what fucking Arya was able to do? She was able to wrench open a force field that melted a synthetic army. I think we'll be fine opening a door with biotics. I think we'll basically be fine opening a door with my gun. I can one-shot marauders. I can one-shot marauder. That's new. Never letting that one fucking slide. Gonna brag about that to Garrus when we get home. Hey, you know the corpses of all your old Turian military friends? Absolutely ripped their head off. It was easy. Oh my god. Sorry, fucking shotguns, man. If it means I'm no longer overpowered and I don't have to hate myself every night before bed, then maybe it's worth it. I miss you, Riga. You were my first love and my only true love. I'll question some other Justicars on the level of coercion 4 is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captures arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Oh, Galai isn't horrible. She's very, very anti-porn and everything. She's very into auntie porn. Don't worry, it's not real aunties, it's just the fantasy. I don't know how that's an excuse. Why are you into that anyway? Stop fantasizing about your aunts. I'm approving everyone but Giannis. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. How dare she have emotions? Disgusting! Let's try it out. Let's see if it feels good in my limbs, and if not, we're taking back the Riga. The sheer amount of kick this thing has. I want to rip a Batarian's head off with it. Not even necessarily a Reaper version, but if we run into Balak again, his name is basically Bollock. He's asking for it. Who isn't asking for a fucking shotgun blast to the testicles in this day and age? If auntie porn is allowed, then so is that. It's trash! It's trash and I hate it! No! No! That's a Banshee! Liara got taken out? Oh, you feel bad for these things anymore, you stupid bitch? It looked like it was wrenching fucking pulling Jarvik's head off. And I think it succeeded as soon as it stopped flinching. That's not very nice. Please stop doing that. They look really scary too. Oh, I used to want to be inside of you. Run, Shepard, it's on you. It's gonna rip off your damn face. There you go. You better be insta-killed. I don't know how to deal with anything that doesn't fall by my hand in like a second. They can just eat that now. Or did I get them like right in their testicular backpack? That was reserved for Krogan before, damn it. We can't be combining it. No one else deserves a quad. Why is this not considered cover? What is not cover about this? But that is because you can't figure out what round shit does. Oh, they get so close so quick. I have friends now. Leave me alone. Kill other people instead. Jarvik probably deserves it. He's a bit of an asshole. Nice. Got him right out of the sky. Like fucking clay pigeon shooting. I hate that they can get up when you're basically stepping on their heads. Do as you're told, damn it. Do as my foot has decreed. Worship my feet, and we might get somewhere. Maybe we can pin her down for like a couple of seconds. No! What is this? It's death? It's instant, unadulterated death? Thank you. Now I have learned why this gun is a piece of shit, so never even look in my general direction again. Let's go one-shot this slut. I don't care how satisfying you find the snap of my neck. I'm sure I would too if I was a sick fuck. Charging her is gonna be rough, because if she gets her hands on me, I'm dead. So we gotta immediately drop back, and then we tase! Man, she can even take a good old fucking bonk in with that. Show me what you got, bitch! Oh, man, it feels good. Oh, can I bonk her? It worked! Oh, you think you can fist me into oblivion, do you? You know who you're talking to? Wouldn't even do any damage. I've had wrecks in that arse. I came out of that one fucking swinging. Mostly because I was, you know, completely unconscious. Lost far too much blood. I was just limp. You can't help swinging when you're limp. People are meant to become ice cubes and just stop. Oh, finally. There you go. I want to combine an icy shadow with a charge, sorry. Blodge nearly came out of my mouth. With a large barge. Barging largely all over the world. Yeah! Alright, fully freeze. It's time. Boom! I feel like I just destroyed a beautiful Renaissance masterpiece. And damn does it feel good. Was he also icy? He somehow lived, but he lost his legs. Up you fucking get, Liara. Oh, you were spread-eagled in quite the way. I enjoyed that. Do it again, except maybe this time when you're not full of holes. Not full of any holes that aren't supposed to be there, unless evil Asari been hiding some from me. He's ice, we can smash! It looks so wrong! It looks so evil! Shockwave! That time he actually did just fall apart. Okay, I'm really into that. Burning is fun. We're no longer putting the fun back in funeral service. There's no fun in this funeral. Oh, and you know why they're getting iced so much? The spike throw, it's even better. Jarvik's gun, he has hit registration with almost every single second he's firing. It's like having a goddamn water fight in the middle of the winter. You know in The Sims, where you invite everyone around for like a swimwear pool party in the middle of winter and they all just become ice blocks that die because you're a sick fucking freak? Am I the only one in the world who's ever done that and enjoyed every last second? Like the kind of situation where you can't decide whether you should be like eating popcorn or jacking yourself off. Maybe at the same time. You know that movie trick? Put your dick in the popcorn bag? Just to trick a girl? It's like I don't know if that's meant to be a romantic gesture, if that's just a disgusting thing to do. But you do that to yourself. And the popcorn's so good that you might even forget that there's a dick in there. Until you get there and it's the most wonderful culinary surprise of your life. No one's telling you can't eat the dick. If you pull hard enough, what's stopping you?
Another dead commando. The Asari should have rid themselves of the other Yokshi.
By rid themselves, you mean kill.
My people would never let such monsters walk among them.
They didn't care for the competition.
Oh man, who taught Liara to be such an underhanded bitch? Although, you know what, his comeback of was also pretty fucking fire. I don't know what she could even say to that. I killed the conversation dead. He got the last laugh, or at the very least the last which might be our Protheans laugh. I haven't quite figured out their language yet. But there's a hell of a lot of terminals here, out in the fucking open, considering they're never ever ever allowed to use the internet. Unless they put in like very special requests and bribe like all the guards with hours and hours of potentially lethal lip service. Maybe if they just stopped, you know, douching themselves with cyanide, then everything would be fine. That's all you gotta do. It's not a disease, it's just a weird-ass hygiene routine. Oh, this doesn't look good. Samara, this is not how you disciplined your kids. Take away the Xbox for a week. Don't snap their necks in front of your friends. Reminds me of my own upbringing, really. Luckily, I had plenty of spare necks.
We've found our bomb.
And Foyer.
Rila cannot hear us. Look, she's still alive. I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
Quick, find the porn mag! That's always roused her before! Oh man, I love the way this looks. Big, scary, abstinent snow globe. I'm in love with it. Examine them. I just want to talk to people. I don't want to blow them up right in front of them. Bit of a social faux pas, Shep. Oh no. Don't be able to say words. Don't have emotion still. This makes it so much harder to kill you. Oh no. Don't vomit the Reaper goo into her. Okay, wow. You turned on your sister very, very quickly.
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it.
It's a big enough fucking place, Shepard. I'm not searching for a jihad in a haystack.
Later.
I like that it just wanders through the door. Like it's a big sitcom entrance. I just do that with a laugh track and the fucking tone changes very, very quickly. Oh, they brought husks with them. It's the one way this situation gets any worse than it is. Out of my way. I wonder if this works just as well as Jarvix now. Doesn't really matter when they die that quickly, huh? We're gonna have to bonk her. I need my clothes back. That's the only way to get her. I don't like that she can literally explode. Little bit terrifying. I love my double roll though. Come on! Use those limber thighs, Shep! Just because you're reeing doesn't mean I'm just gonna give in to you.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
You don't know how annoying you are. That's not helping your case here, Banshees. But now they're gonna be in practically every fight we ever do. And I'm not ready for that. She stayed down for a long time after that one.
Flair, go. Take the elevator.
She can fight it off! Just like Benezia can fight off Siren's indoctrination.
It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go.
And she can probably hear the song of the Reapers. That sour brown note. We're all gonna defecate if you don't get out of here, and it's gonna be very embarrassing.
Move!
Imagine being Samara's daughters and not getting those beautiful fucking eyes. You might as well die anyway.
Rila!
Little bit much. Shepard, could you not have got Liara to do it? Or someone that makes this a little bit less horrible? I hope we didn't leave the detonator with her, because her eyes have already gone black. She's just gonna give it to a Banshee. I don't like the way their tits slither. We did leave it with her. That takes a lot of trust, Samara. A trust we shouldn't have.
We're not your slaves.
I like your flair for the dramatic, but also absolutely terrifyingly ass-clenching, bitch. Could you have done that immediately next time, please? You know, next time if the vague, unrecognizable chunks of your corpse are ever asked to do heroics again, then that's what I recommend.
Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
She won't be creating any antibiotics for you.
Few
Making
can
you
break
an
the Reaper's
antibiotic.
hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Yep. Done a lot of that lately. Becoming a real hobby of mine.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Foyer. The code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
No, Samara.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code,
There is only one way to save Foyer.
Mother, no!
Oh!
My daughters.
That's not what I expected!
You were all so...
No, I don't care about your stupid speech! You're under arrest!
Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Foyer?
I was never really an Adayachi. It was all just an epic prank.
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery.
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
There's still like 80 of them in there. Think an explosion did it? You know how many times I've thrown a grenade at one of those bitches?
Then the code permits you to stay, as you are.
But it doesn't permit me to hug, apparently. A little back pat's all
Once
you're gonna
this
get.
war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
Her titties aren't on her stomach like they were in the second game. They're still... because they don't sag. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they... it's like a chest scrotum. It's not the way you should be looking, Space MILF, but at least it's an improvement. She found time to get plastic surgery while the world was ending.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Foyer rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll
Good,
speak
that's
with
exactly
Foyer
what I wanted
and
anyway,
join your
really.
forces. If you'll have me, of course.
Wait,
I'd be honored.
you're coming to my ship?
The honor is mine, my friend.
I don't remember that. She just slips on a banana peel now and breaks her damn neck.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Shoulder pads make them look lower than they are. I thoroughly investigated. I bet you did, Horcrux.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Alright, fuck yeah. We actually get to hang out with the Asari now. I've missed you. By far the overall probably prettiest race. I mean, the Turians have their standouts, and by that I mean literally only two. You got Big Gary and you got Nyreen. But you know what? There's a lot of square-headed Asari. I guess it's a African box jellyfish version of them instead of, you know, your regular giant squid.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way.
Hey, just because you're here with all us fucking uglies now, doesn't mean you get to pretty lady supremacy. There's plenty of them. You're just one who doesn't know how to work a gun, so you're here reading out my emails all the damn time. The fact it said work a gun pretty much shows that I have no idea either. All of my enemies are already fiercely subjugated. They would beg for me on their knees, so why do I need it? Citadel meetup! Oh, can never come back to the Citadel. Don't even get to do the best DLC in the entire gaming world ever, because Jacob is there. I can't even go there once he's left, because he's tainted it, that absolute filth. Things were so crazy on Galax. Be good to see you in a quieter place, you know? By a quieter place, you know he means the strip club. You know he means the deafening drum and bass that we have to put up with every 5 minutes, because all the cool kids want to fucking hang out with me there. You're not a cool kid, Jacob. You're not even a kid. You're gonna have kids. The only reason you're going to the bar is so you can get, like, a whiskey dick for life. So Bryn doesn't ask any more of you. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. Wish I could be working under Hackett. No matter how old Grizzle Dad gets, you know that his unstoppable cock will always remain unwhiskied. So it's a privilege to be under him. It's a privilege to be on top of him too, and I'm sure you'll find that out soon enough once he finally needs a little bit of a shake-up.
Glad you talked Samara down.
I kind of just arrested her.
From her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. Then the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
Is potential suicide an excuse for groping? Because it's one way to stop it. It's Shepard's way of stopping it every single time. It's the only way he knows.
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we're not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
The personality of a fucking newspaper. Congratulations, Edie. I can see what Joker sees in you. If you're any kind of newspaper, then you gotta be page 3. I don't know if that translates to anywhere other than the UK, but for some reason, page 3 in all of our newspapers, not that anyone reads them anymore, is just porn. Anyone can buy a newspaper. And that early into the newspaper, every time. No exception. That's just the rules of news here.
Hey, Commander. I dug out some letters my youngest sister wrote when she was in high school. She was having a hard time. Teen drama and all that. Just needed her big sis. I guess with everything that happened down there.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to this conversation when you're going all slugman on me. What the fuck is that? You guys ever played Seaman? Not Seaman, that's not a game. No one's playing that game. Seaman on the Dreamcast. The horrible, being like a fish's therapist or whatever was that entire game. And she kinda looks like his descendant. If you've never seen it before, look it up and tell me that I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever been more right about anything. Ever. I am right about everything. I'm gonna take that photo. I'll be using that later in the bath. Let's go.
I just wanted to read them again.
She was like spilling her trauma to me and everything too, and I'm just like, haha, funny face. Mine.
You sure make some unusual friends, Shepard.
Oh yeah, you weren't around for any of the cool people.
That is not a side of the Asari I ever want to see.
Trust me, I've seen most sides of the Asari, and most of them pretty good, at least Liara's. And I tried to kiss Samara, but then she ended up turning into a self-checkout machine, and I was the unexpected item and bagging area, and I kinda had to fucking bail.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while. And now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Endoromai conquered the Vandomar. And the Jatil turned against the Jar.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claim to have found the path to eternal peace.
Imagine they're your equivalent of the Hanar.
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Whereas over here, the humans are still struggling to not war between themselves, so that's fun. I guess with the Zartil going against the Zar in your timeline. But that was so much lore he just dropped! Do you think there's Rule 34 already of those races that were just like dropped by a DLC character in like a couple lines? You know there is. This is the internet, and the internet is a terrible, terrible place. The internet is a fifth world country. It's gonna happen.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare.
Wait, the button doesn't fucking do anything anymore? Sorry, I know you're talking about your entire people, everything you've ever known, everything you've ever loved, everything you've even looked at, getting burnt to the goddamn ground. But I see button, wanna press button. Button don't wanna be pressed, my life is ruined. A lot harder than yours was, I'm sure.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war.
This is far too close. I'm sorry, Gareth.
Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business.
I wanted you to lick off the stains on my t-shirt that Shepard never takes off.
Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell. Or the Hanar. Or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better. It's a brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
You're a half-decent person.
It ensures you never run
They're
out
a murderous toaster. Toasters don't have conscience.
Any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses 2. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, You're in for one nasty surprise after another. Maybe later.
How dare you want to talk to Ensign Copeland more than you want to talk to this sexy little war hero over here, Garrus? We're meant to be best friends. I shot bottles with you. Goliath's contacts can open elite training facilities for reconditioning soldiers, or leak her nudes. I mean, on behalf of the Asari Embassy, grant someone a discount at all Citadel stores. Why does this chart look like a side profile of an Easter Island head? Is that something that only someone as autistic as me would be able to figure out? Could also be like an aircraft carrying freighter or something. Nah, I'm going with Easter Island head with a very angry eyebrows.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
I'm sure you can just 3D print it again in 5 minutes in the future.
I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that. Perhaps we can talk later.
Alright, fine. You keep being your little emo sad girl archetype, and I'm gonna go hang out with the one Karen in the world that I can bear.
Feeling okay, Commander?
I don't even reply?
Feeling okay, Commander?
I'm such a rude bitch! I wonder if I can sneak in and rub up against this while Javik is gone. Because I want to know what's in it, but I think he's the only one who can activate. And I imagine once we're totally friends with him, we'll finally be able to experience that together, hand in hand, and bromance with the war criminal.
Are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't. Second Star Broadcasting is headhunting me. I liked their Garvuk story, but seriously, I'm on the Normandy.
My neck was getting hungry again during that fucking conversation, apparently. Started chewing on my leathery carapace.
Have you seen the new poker table up in the lounge? It's going to waste.
Well, I was thinking of inviting Sony a trainer up for a wee game of strip poker.
Right. You're not going to invite Commander Williams, too?
She seems like a sore loser, and I'm rather attached to my tender bits.
Aren't we all, dude? I'd be worried if you weren't. I'd be worried if it was like screw off at night, screw back on in the morning kind of situation.
Commander.
I've always loved the M35 Mako. It's got
yes! One reason to like James.
The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Everyone hates that fucking
thing's made
thing.
of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
And neither did your husband. Oh, wait.
Climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
You more of a twink guy, Cortez?
What's so funny?
Oh, I think that actually was the joke. It was 2012. Good job, Mass Effect. You beat us to the many breeds of gays.
Hey.
No, okay, I'm just gonna, practicing his bear grunt.
The next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you.
Am I accidentally in love with you? Someone cares about me? He must want my dick. No. I think that's actually just how he does friendship. After I was molested by pixels with Jack in the last game, I don't trust anyone in these games. That was absolutely terrifying. Anyone hanging out here? Cortez has migrated north for the winter. Kelly, you got anything to say? I've killed a lot more Cerberus since the last time I saw you. Yeah, everyone's desperate, and you've got, like, psychologist qualifications. Maybe get to work on this man who still can't figure out that he needs a few more ribs removed before he attempts such an act. Thought Turians were supposed to have flexibility, man. Maybe it's the taste he can't get around. That's Samara! I don't think she even told us where she was gonna be on the Citadel. We just had to hunt her the fuck down. I don't know what we're gonna do with you, but I'm excited.
I hoped you'd come.
Wow, you just fucking Spidey sensed me, huh?
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
Get out of my turf, damn it.
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest.
Titties are very
I
misplaced.
felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle.
They've gone down the sinkhole.
I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
Aw, not even whoever the fuck trained you? No, I guess they've got to be just as psychopathic to undergo the tortures that you did to become what you are. So, yeah, maybe not him, her, whatever. It's an honor.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
Saying history,
It is impressive.
the Protheans were much bigger than
Most would
us.
have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
Justicars in the war. Oh, are they gonna count as Asari troops or do they get their own fucking slot? Because I think they deserve their own slot. How much they love to murder the Asari military if they get in their way for 5 seconds.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Murder. Quite a bit. Quite a lot of murder.
Most have made it home.
She's in the
They will
heels?
attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
You must be this tall
Is
to
that few of
genocide,
you?
apparently.
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
It seems bleak, Samara.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You don't have to be your own person. You're practically following programming. You're less of a person than Edie, really, because at least she's AI. She's able to develop her own likes. She's able to develop her own wants and relationships. You can't do that in your code. You're like a VI, but in organic form. It's a hell of a way to live. The Reapers.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Don't die?
Treat them as
I'm gonna go with
any
don't
other
die.
enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Code doesn't mention anything about extra thick daddies coming for us, huh?
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tachanka.
I let a worm eat it for me.
only
I had nothing to
follow
do with
such
it.
bravery.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
Is she all alone? There's gotta be other
We
survivors,
spoke for
right?
some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it.
I believe you.
It was good to see her again.
Quality time with the mama.
Perhaps it's
when she
unseemly
threatens
for
to
a Justicar
kill
to dwell
herself.
so much on her family.
And your other sister dies. What a lovely family day trip that was.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I
Someone
was
died,
fortunate
man.
that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Because I've been a better parent to them in 2 minutes than you have been in 400 years. Congratulations, Samara. You suck, but at least you're interesting. And you're not mad at me for turning you into a self-checkout machine, so I can work with that.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard.
Why would I believe in the Asari gods?
Your time is precious. Spend it wisely. And with those who care for you.
I'm amazed that the most advanced race in the fucking world still believes in him too. And then have the audacity to laugh at the Hannah? I love that I do like 4 pirouettes every single time. Doing a couple donuts first. Get some extra speed. Gotta get that burnout. The Black Widow is a beautiful, beautiful gun. I don't even know why you would go with the Valiant over this. I think I'd rather have the Black Widow, even if it's only got like 3 bullets. But then why would I need that when I've got the stupid Batarian harpoon launcher? You get one in the mouth, it's an insta-kill no matter what they are, unless they're made of armor. Too bad Asari apparently have a thick, crusty underlayer beneath their skin. Almost like a skeleton or something. Who would ever have that? What's the point? Sounds gross. Let's see if Shepard's dance moves evolve every single time that someone nearly dies on the Citadel. I'd say that was pretty fucking good. As soon as she wanted to be grinded on, we just slipped the fuck away. Shepard fears commitment.
Hey, Shepard.
He's just at the store.
Glad to see you.
I know things are crazy right now.
Just buying prescription drugs.
So you have to take the moments when you can.
He's gonna get through the fucking early years of his son by just constantly being out of it on antihistamines. Good for you, dude. Good for you. I would do the same.
What's going on with the Crucible?
That project is crazy. Freaking huge. And all these brilliant minds are working night and day trying to figure it out. I wish you could see them. Heads down, piecing it together. It's something to see. We'll get this Crucible built, Shepard. And then, we'll win this thing. I feel it. Do you feel it?
Yeah, sure, I feel it. And I'm counting on you and everyone there. Get it done.
Believe it.
He's so shitty to Jacob. What's the opposite of sexual tension? Is it just regular tension? Or I just want this man out of my face forever? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
It was interesting to meet Bryn. How is she?
You're nowhere near good enough for her, by the way.
She's great, actually. It's good to see her work without the distraction of having to worry about the colony.
And you and her?
We're having a baby, Shepard.
Wow. Congratulations.
Wasn't exactly planned, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be a better father than mine was. Do the whole thing right. It's,
One more thing to fight for.
You got that right. Bryn wants to name it after you.
Really?
Okay, at least I'll take that.
Shepard.
First name is Shepard.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk her out of it. No offense.
Good.
None taken.
Good.
This is the most awkward conversation I've ever seen. Man, I killed your dad's sex cult. You gotta love me. Who the fuck was willing to sleep with you? There's no way she let you in. You just, with that massive, murderous, bulbous schnoz of yours, you just sneezed, and with nostrils that large, like the sheer force of it, testicles just got vacuumed up from that lovely little pouch of love stones, all the way through your small intestine, out through your lungs, into your mouth, into the nose, and fired right out of her. Fell down her throat, and that's how babies are made. How are you?
So what's going on with you? You still like what you're doing?
Things are good. I'm good.
Still not tempted to come back to the Normandy?
Always tempted, Shepard. But no.
So, you working on the Crucible?
Don't get me wrong. I'm smart, but not that smart. Hackett keeps me busy, though.
How's he doing?
Holding up. If they make old guys any tougher than that...
But if she got
I'd
several
like to see it.
testicles, because she's gonna have beyond twins. She's gonna have beyond triplets. I don't think there's a word for like 403 babies at once.
I'm glad we had time.
But I don't think she's surviving.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can.
I'm not even sure Krogan's hit that numbers.
And Shepard, thanks again for getting my people out alive.
Take care, Jacob.
You too, Shepard. I'm thinking about you out there. Stay safe.
It's interesting that they gave up the loyalty missions in this game more for just like really nice personal moments with your crew. In Andromeda, they do this really nice thing, which is weird because it's Andromeda and it's awful. The uncle that no one talks to at Christmas fucking dinner of Mass Effect games. But it does do this really cool thing of like, there's several loyalty missions for each character, all of them done kinda well. And there's a mix of those moments where you go out on like, you know, different planets and you hang out and all that, and because there's a lot of hubs in Andromeda, which is but there are a lot of nice moments from that, and if they were done with better characters, if they were done with these characters, I would be in absolute fucking love with it. Doctor, here's a thing I found.
What you said.
Can tentacles get dandruff? Think tentacles might be able to get dandruff, and she is living a walking proof. I don't want to miss out on a conversation with anyone. We will milk this fucking dialogue titty dry, no matter how hard we gotta suck. Even if you have to suck with the force of Jacob's nostrils. Well, that's all he's really good for, I guess. Welcome back to the crew. Time to snort.
Of course.
Woo!
P-O-R-A-E.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family?
Ugh.
It's been a while since
That's a thing that you can do?
Weshra?
Might want to end the call.
For me? Where did this come?
Your wife's lovely corpse.
Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
She moved on very fucking quickly. They've probably been together like 600 years. That goes by in the blink of a fucking eye for an Asari, so whatever. Man, Liara's seen like 3 extinction events. what is basically like a week within the human lifespan.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
Yeah, I already sent you there. You could stop now. Can the Citadel go through another catastrophic fucking radical change, please? I've already made sure that these people do what they want to do, and they're still fucking screaming for me. They're insatiable. They remind me of you guys. But I like it when you do it. Krogan cannot be trusted to check their own numbers. They just love fucking, man. Invent condoms large enough for a monster cock like that, and you're golden. Home to 51 moons, including the pre-biotic moon. What does that mean? Before the Asaris had biotics? Why does that matter? I mean, the Protheans had biotics. They had they had green biotics. I think green is a more magical color than blue. Probably, maybe it's the power of nature. The power of cannabis. The big greens himself. Let's try Aethon first. Go hang out with my boy Ethan. Well, it's Ethan with an O. It's Ethan in a thong, I guess, technically. It's the way he likes it. It's the way we like it too. Yes! Okay, there is stuff to find here. On a rune! I need something Volus-y here. I know that the magic meatballs have made their demands. I just can't remember why. The Volus homeworld... Oh, it's the... that might be why. It's really shiny. It just looks like an extra polished, hair-gelled up Volus. How obese did he need to get for, like, more of his children to just start living on him? High-gravity planet that supports an ammonia-based ecology. They all smell like cat piss. Fuck yeah, Volus. I guess that's why they wear the masks. They can't bear it any longer. The Volus have been slow to colonize, as there are few planets that meet their habitation requirements. Doesn't smell enough like cat piss. How dare they? Most prefer to stay on a rune, working remotely via the extranet, because they're such epic gamers. All esports teams just made up of the meat men. The more adventurers don the clumsy but vital pressure suits and venture out to the worlds in Citadel space to make their fortunes. I wonder if there's official art of a naked Volus. Or even just a Volus in, like, business casual. I'd love to see them out of their suits. Doesn't matter if they're flailing around in the wind or not. Doesn't matter if we get to see them in a thong as well, though I've never seen a Volus called Ethan. This has left them vulnerable to Husk attack now that the Reapers have overwhelmed the Turian fleets, bringing on a ground war on the planet. Man, they don't even need the cool troops. They send in the stupid fucking shiny zombos and it's all done in seconds. At least that means we're probably not gonna see a cyborg version of the Volus. I'm pretty sure if the Reaper's gonna use them for anything, it will just be, you know, sports. Machines need balls too. 8.8 billion. They may be round, but they love to fuck. And you know humans evolved to be taller, right? How small do you think Volus used to be when they were ancient? Already adorable, bloated beach ball midgets. Like, how much worse could it possibly get? They were just little ants back in the day. Extra fucking full ants, but ants nonetheless. Shirksab. If that isn't just a Volus insult, I'll be very upset. Why did they hate this planet so much that they called it a Shirksab? That's too mean. It's almost as bad as the Quarian that's in charge of the Quib. There is a Quarian ship called the Ictomy, which means, this is a genuine thing by the way, anyone on the Ictomy, their last name has to be vasectomy. Good job, BioWare. Genius joke. So genius that I will let you give me a vasectomy if you fill in the paperwork. The highest prize that I am able to give. Make my cock useless. It looks like Earth got gout. Earth got venereal disease and now it's green. Currently in its megafauna stage. So that means dinosaurs, right? Or just a really, really big Volus. Like Snorlax sized. I just want to sleep on his tummy. They sold the colon rights to their Turian partners. Enjoy their colons to your heart's content. Payouts made the rare Volus rich, with jackpot winners forming a small fraternal order. The fucking Volus frat boys is the worst image this game has ever given me. I don't want to think about the horrible hazings and the sex games they come up with. Translates to the golden one. Much to Prospector's dismay, they found there was no gold to be found in this moons. Volus are just kinky fucks and big fans of golden showers, even on giant fucking planets. The orbital piss strike was devastating. Chug that gasoline. Let's read out Kylo. Kylo is the worst Star Wars antagonist of all time. I mean, Kylo's frigid surface is dotted with impact craters. A select team of workers at Solar Polaris sent out phony communications suggesting that important military data was being handed off here. When the Reapers sent a force of husks, they ran into the Volus' trap. A chain reaction that annihilated the station, but they're such pussies! And they killed themselves for me! Oh my god, that's the coolest thing a Volus has ever done. Good job on the badass suicide, guys. Hope mine is that good one day. I love that they're forming an orderly conga line to fuck me in the ass. That is the gentleman's way of doing it, after all. One of them is literally tickling me as we speak. But until they breach the skin, feels alright. The Reapers are stationing ships here in case the Turian forces they drove off seek to recapture it. I don't think anyone wants to retake Volus worlds. I don't think they're particularly strategic. I'll make the worst people ever born smile for 5 seconds. I would prefer to survive than see those horrible smiles. It sucks when they cling to your outer rim. Really, really painful. Remind me to get that crab ointment. There's every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. Reapers, please don't hit this one. It's barely even had the time to fucking start. You're just a little baby. Don't hurt my little baby. It's a baby with 10 grand though, so I'll mug the baby, but as long as he lives, then, you know, we're probably a good person. Near rum? I wish I was near rum right now. It's been so long. I haven't even been to a pub in ages, and I'm British. We live there. Enough fuel to make it to, like, one other system. We're gonna die out here. Come on. Come on, just nudge it a little longer. 47! We're running on fumes. Joker is spitting in that fucking thing and trying to make it work. I don't know why human spit will work. Someone's gonna have more toxic spit than that. More oily. Can Edie piss? She must be full of something. She must be full of all kinds of lubricants for a metal clunky body to move around without any scraping. All right, let's loot the chode. It's nearly a vacuum. Good for him. It's the only way a chode's gonna get sucked in this climate. In the fellatio economy. Oh, my savior! Thank you, Wreckage. So glad you got blown up so I can take all your lovely valuables. Patanlis. They're giving me so many that are just impossible to pronounce, even for fucking superhumans with super tongues, which I am definitely not. I have an incredibly average tongue. My biggest insecurity. Despite lying over 600 AU, Australias? Is that how we don't need miles, everything's measured in Australias now. We might get to hang out with the magical medical space gifts. But right now, I don't think I can exist. What? Resist! We're about to find our goal! It's been so long!